Good morning, dear children. Today we are going to start the new topic, that is story writing. Dear children, if you remember, we are very fond of listening stories. Everybody knows what is a story. Even we remember in our childhood, we were not sleeping without listening stories from our parents. We know that parents tell the stories full of moral values. Now, here today you are going to study how to write a story. Clear? There are certain rules for writing a story also. As we have studied the format of writing letters, diary, paragraph, notice, message. The same way there are certain rules for writing stories also. So this is what we are going to study here in today's class. Writing a story involves the following steps. First one is developing a story from either an outline or a topic. What is outline or a topic? Sometimes a particular topic is given to you, only the title, the topic. After reading that title or topic, on the basis of your understanding, you have to develop the story. You have to make your own story. Clear? And then outline means the important points of that story are already mentioned. Clear? You have to develop those outlines into a story. Important points of that story are already mentioned, already given in front of you. And on the basis of those outlines, you have to develop a whole story. Okay? And then giving a suitable title. If title is already given to you, it's okay. Otherwise, if you are given only the outline of the story, you need to give the title, topic to that story. And at last, writing a moral. Whatever moral value you get through that story should also be mentioned at last. Now, dear children, in your book, on page number 223, you can see given here are two stories. One is developed from the clues given in the pictures and the other from the given outline. Here on page number 224, you can see the pictures are given. Clear? The pictures are given to you. Now, reading these pictures, looking at these pictures carefully, step by step, you should understand and then you have to write a story. First of all, when the pictures are given to you, clear? With reading these pictures, looking at these pictures carefully, first of all, you should think a suitable title. Here you can see, in all the pictures you can see there is a lion and rabbit. Means the story is based on lion and rabbit. And then after studying these pictures, you have to develop the story. Here the example is given. Title, The Clever Rabbit is given. And then comes the story. Here you can go through your book and read out the whole story given here. Okay. Title is The Clever Rabbit. First of all, you should, if the picture is given to you, picture outline is given to you, and then first of all you should write the title. Title is given, The Clever Rabbit, and then the story you have to write. Dear children, whenever we write the story, we should always remember story should be written in the past tense. Clear? Story should be written in the past tense. Here I will read out the story and then it will be clear to you. Once there lived a lion. He was the king of the jungle. He used to eat one animal every day. Every day, the animals held a meeting to decide who would go to the king the next day. One day, the elephant called all the animals and questioned them, "Who is going to the king tomorrow?" There was no reply. Nobody wanted to die. Finally, a little rabbit said, "I can go tomorrow." All his friends were very sad. They said, "Oh no, how small and cute you are. Please don't go." The rabbit said, "Please let me go. I think I can solve our problem." The next day, the little rabbit went to meet the king. The king was very hungry. He roared at the rabbit angrily. "Why are you late?" The rabbit replied, "My lord, as I was passing through the jungle, another lion wanted to eat me. He said that he was the new king of this jungle." The lion shouted, "How dare he say that? He is not the king. I am the king. Take me to him. I'll teach him a lesson." The rabbit took the lion to a nearby well. The rabbit said, "He is hiding in the well, my lord. Look into the well." The foolish lion peeped into the well. He saw his own reflection and thought it was another lion. The foolish lion jumped into the well and died. Here, this is the story. Now we can see, here the pictures you can see. The rabbit, lion is eating flesh, and then all the animals are gathered in front of lion, and then the rabbit goes to the lion, and then rabbit is talking to lion, and then rabbit takes a lion to the well. Clear? On the basis of these pictures, the story is developed. Clear? And at last you can see the moral is also given. Intelligence is strength. Intelligence is strength. On the basis of rabbit's intelligence, only he could win. Okay? And save his life as well as other animals' lives. So, this is the way through the pictures we can develop the stories. Okay? And then, now on page number 225, you can see the outline is given. The title is Tit for Tat, and the outline is given. The important points are given here. Ashutosh Mukherjee, traveling by a train in the first class, alone in the compartment when the train started, removed his shoes, kept them under the seat, enjoyed the scenery outside, fell asleep. A stranger boarded the train at the next station, threw Ashutosh's shoes out of the window and went to sleep. Ashutosh couldn't find his shoes, understood who might have done it. He took the stranger's coat and threw it, said, "Your coat has gone to fetch my shoes," when asked about the coat. These are the outlines, the important points of the story. With the help of these outlines, you need to develop the story now. Now look at the story, beta. On the basis of these outlines, the story is given here on page number 225. One day, Ashutosh Mukherjee was traveling by train. He entered the first class compartment. He was alone in the compartment. The train started. He removed his shoes and kept them under the seat. He enjoyed watching the scenery outside. After some time, the train reached the next station. Soon, Ashutosh fell asleep. A stranger boarded Ashutosh's compartment. The man was reading a book. A few moments went by and he too felt sleepy. Just before he went to sleep, he noticed Ashutosh's shoes. He threw them out of the window and went to sleep. Next day, Ashutosh woke up early in the morning. He looked below his seat for his shoes, but they were missing. He thought for a while. He knew what had happened. The stranger must have done this, thought Ashutosh. So he decided to teach him a lesson. He took the stranger's coat and threw it out of the window. When the stranger woke up, he looked for the coat. Where is my coat? He asked Ashutosh. Your coat has gone to fetch my shoes, Ashutosh replied with a smile. While writing a story, always remember the following format and points, dear children, which I am going to explain you now. Already you have studied how to develop the outline, given outline into a story. Clear? Sometimes you may be given only the title. After reading the title, you have to write a story. Sometimes you will be given the pictures. You have to read the pictures and then you have to write stories. And sometimes the outline is given to you and those outlines you have to develop into the story. Now, the format and the important points we are going to study about the story. First of all comes the introduction. The introduction. Introduction. Clear? A lot of stories begin with this. We start the story with these lines. Once upon a time, or there was, long time ago there lived. With these types of lines, we start the story. That is called the introduction. Clear? Of the story. And then comes the body of the story. The body of the story. Events must be logically connected. When we write the body of the story, it can be of 1 or 2 paragraphs, and then these events must be logically connected. That is, correct sequence of events should be given. The correct sequence of the event must be given. Clear? To help readers understand and link the events, we can use connectors such as then, now, therefore, after, sometime, consequently, as a result, and so on. These type of connectors we can add to make the proper link, to link the events, so that it will be easy for the readers to understand your story. And then at last comes the ending of the story. The ending of the story. There may be a decisive conclusion. At last it should be a conclusion to the story. An unexpected turn of event can be, or an open ending to keep the reader guessing. Sometimes when we watch movie or when we read any story, at last we can see there is a question for us to guess. Okay, so story can be ended with proper conclusion, or it can be ended with unexpected turn of event, any unexpected turn. You did not, while reading that story, you did not think that it will be the ending. You may get unexpected turn to the story, or an open ending to keep the reader guessing. With all these points, the story can be ended. Clear? So the format of the story is the introduction, the body of the story, and the ending of the story. So dear children, I hope you understood this much. On the next page, on page number 226, you can see the outlines are given. Clear? First one is, mother hen lives with her 3 children. A big bad wolf also live close by. And you can read out the whole outline. 2 outlines are given. Read these outlines carefully and then try to develop them in story. Do this in your rough copy. Thank you.